Okay, so the next thing that I have on this screen is the PowerPoint presentations. When you click into here, I have all of the PowerPoint presentations for Unit 2. One of the things that I suggest is to save your PowerPoint presentations as a PDF file. That way, if students do not have Microsoft PowerPoint at their house, they can still view the documents. Once again, this is a great study tool. The students can go ahead and look at the PowerPoint that was used in class that day. If they were absent, this is a great way for them to get the makeup work. And if they just need a little extra review, once again, this is a great opportunity for them. One of the things that I want to mention, and I'll mention this throughout our entire in-service training, is at the very top, there's a list of breadcrumbs that will always take you back to your previous screen. So right now I'm in PowerPoint presentations, but I want to get back so that I can view my handouts and in-class assignments. All I have to do is click where it says Unit 2 Cultures, and it will take me back to this previous screen. For the handout and in-class assignments, I put a variety of things in here. For this chapter, one of the things that the students had to do was to label the continents and the oceans. So I put a practice worksheet on here for the students to go ahead, print it, and then they can work on it at their home. I also have a review sheet, some of the assignments that we used in class. One of the other things that I really enjoy doing is to put videos on my Blackboard site. These are all the videos that I use throughout my classroom. So once again, if a student was absent, they can go ahead and watch the videos. I also just put review videos on there for any student who would like to review quickly before the test. This is great for those visual learners. Okay, the next tab that I'd like to discuss is the discussion board tab. This is a great place for students to go ahead, respond to a question, or pose their own question and respond to each other's questions. I've used this in my classroom several times. I will pose a question, and then the students will have to go ahead and respond to the question. Unfortunately, I haven't used it yet this year, so these documents are from the previous school year. If I had used it from this year, the authors' names would be visible, so don't be nervous that it says anonymous. You will be able to see who is writing what. The great thing about this is that the students can go in at any time. If you notice the time here, they were in class, 9:15 a.m. But if we go to the last post, someone actually went home and decided a couple days later that they would like to respond to posts at 4:39 p.m. This is a great opportunity for those students who would still like to continue their learning after the school day has ended. The next tab that I use often in my classroom is the Communication tab. One of the things that I really enjoy doing with my Blackboard is to have chat study sessions. This is something that I learned in grad school and continue to use it in my classroom. If you scroll all the way down until you see Collaboration on the left-hand side and click into Collaboration, you will be able to have some study sessions with your students. I don't have a live session as of right now, however, I do have some recordings. This recording is from April 18th at 6:30. I usually hold my study sessions for about an hour, and the students can come on in, ask any questions, and then we review material for their test. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback from both the students and the parents enjoying these study sessions. And again, you can do this from the courtesy of your own home. There is another option for a classroom type setting on the Blackboard website. It is called the Wimba Classroom, and that is something that we'll talk about further on in our staff development. If I go back to the Communication tab, a few other things that I'd like to point out to you. There is a roster tool here. This can see all of the users that are enrolled in the class. We also have the discussion board, which we just discussed. and the Wimba classroom that I had just mentioned can be accessed through here. We have the journals. Again, this is something that we'll talk about later on in our staff development.